I thought my cousin put her son in a white school way out somewhere, and he got in one fight, and from the one fight he got 5 charges. And at the time she had her own issues going on in the criminal court, so I thought that they gave custody to my aunt and my uncle, where my almost grown cousin son was now in harm's way. And I said, well, did you test him for an IEP? She said, no, my mama said I don't want an IEP. I said, well, it sounds like you already got one under EBD. You're a candidate because you, under welfare reform, first maxed out your 5 years. So they would have put you on SSI. And that's how you would be getting your welfare check, would be under SSI. They would have deemed you emotionally, behaviorally disruptive simply because you couldn't work already. And then that would mean that the police would now be dealing with you, and your mother, Lynda Baker, would be okay with that because of her lifestyle and the way she raised children. I thought she was mean and hateful based on her alcoholism, not so much her sobriety. No offense, Aunt Lynda. I'm going to put you out there because you sent for me. And because you sent for me, I have to send for you. And I said, Pumpkin, you should test Brandon for sleep apnea or ADHD, ADD. But you want to get him out from under the EBD label because that's just based off of you not being married. I don't care that you got your mother with the church backing you, because then she could beat your ass, hurt you under her religion, and you would not get police help. Thus, the police at BLO always sending for you, where your mom and dad uses them after they attack you to deal with you. So the EBD label, you're right, that she has, you don't want. But under what I know to be emotionally, behaviorally disruptive, and then other health disability, you don't have to medicate if you can find things like me. Michael was diagnosed early on with ADD, and it meant that his attention sometimes might be distracted. It didn't mean that there was a pill to fix that. He was growing appropriately. He was an average black student, very healthy, so they didn't see that he needed Ritalin, by the way, then, Miss Moppin. Then when they tested me for EBD under Karen Wells 4 times, Keith, Kim Ellison, Jackie, bitch ass Baker, I didn't qualify. The 3 areas you have to meet issues in, I didn't qualify for, which I learned later to be where, again, they go through this list of criteria where, are you married? No, I wasn't married. Michael Cooper Sr. said he didn't want to deal with the kids through a phone call because he was on the bus driving the kids, and at the time he was with another woman, and he said that they were disrupting his work day by calling him about his kids, where he again had a route at where he was at the school for, just didn't want to see his kids. That was Lincoln under Karen Wells. So then I started to ask, was Katrina the reason why, Robin the reason why? I didn't really give a fuck. 20 years later, we're talking about 20 years later, right? Not at the time when the motherfucker was at Lincoln driving a bus, talking about he didn't want to be bothered, right? So with that being said, the school had to deal with me, and I bought a lawsuit because, see, my kids was up to par. They did need Ritalin. We didn't meet EBD, and they owed me money. So I thought that I had claims due me at that level. Now that could be Kim, that could be Jackie, that could be Karen Wells. I said that under an illegal contract with Davis, they could have been following me for years. So I said, Pumpkin, you need to research what the fuck your family's doing and stop just letting them dictate, because you might want an IEP, even though Dr. Umar says you don't. Well, again, if you're brought up racially, where you racially target people and you want to use police and doctors with a Zoloft shot because you don't have control of your kids, and be very clear, we have to now examine parents, because if you've got a woman chasing a man and she ain't watching her kids, if you got a woman dragging her kids around in the car while she's going to pop tires, bust windows, start fights with niggas as he's laying up with another female, and your kids are watching this, if you want to fight because, again, you're stealing money, that he doesn't want to give you for rent where he's not on a lease, don't want to be on a lease, and shouldn't even be in your motherfucking bed, and you're now showing your kids these behaviors, you're emotionally, behaviorally disrupting your kids' lives. And yeah, I thought that was different. Everybody ain't like me, right? Me and Mike Cooper used to argue in the core, right? Don't bring that shit in my house. I will argue with you out here in this core. 2004, 2005, 2006, I will argue in this core with you. Oh, you still laying up with me? Huh? Pussy was good. Was you paying them? Because then that's entrapment. Pick it. Either the pussy was good or you paid them. Entrapment. Like I said, their studies aren't legal. They're violating the rights of me and my children. Shayla Cooper's dead, and I said they needed to be charged with murder. That group of people. You know Michael Favors, Michael Davis, Alan Page, for Kim Ellison, Keith's favorite woman in the world. Her ass is so great compared to Sharon's ass. And by the way, Keith, if you're that man, Bobby, if you're that man, remember now, Jackie Baker, God, Native American vibe. Did you try and, hook me up with somebody else? Because I asked you that before I sent for you, bitch. Did you try and hook me up with Bobby, Joe Champion, before he married? Did you try and hook me up with Keith? Because he could have been Roland Jr. Baker's friends, as he played for North. Because you're sending all these people for me now, Lynda Baker. Again, Roland was finna divorce you for fucking the BLO man, who, again, left you the fuck alone, went back to his wife, let his son take care of the store, who then began fucking your daughter, right? Nasty bitches. Or at least that was the family rumor. You don't want to talk about rumors? I want to talk about rumors. Everybody want to talk about Sharon. I thought we should talk about the rumors I heard about your ass, bitch.